Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Simf, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description. Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, where we interview Filipino startups to know about their stories and innovations. Andito tayo ngayon sa Benilde Hi-Fi TBI in College of St. Benilde in Manila to interview its startup incubatees. We have Jane Doe, a women-powered food startup, and its founder, Eliza Cepeda. Hello!
Hello!
Kamusta?
All good naman. Pero grabe, unbelievable yung init dito sa Manila.
Grabe, sobrang
Yes.
init ngayon. At nalaman ko actually na nasuspend pala sa Manila, no? Dahil sa
Yesterday.
napakalalang heat index ngayon. So, grabe. Pero salamat sa pagpunta pa rin dito sa TBI para magawa natin itong podcast na to. And I'm actually very excited kasi this is a food startup. Ako, personally, mahilig akong kumain. Mahilig ako sa dessert. So, I want to know ano ba yung stories behind Jane Doe. And ano ba yung parang something new actually that you're bringing into the table. Kaya rin kayo na-incubate ni Benilde Hi-Fi. So, ayun, wag natin patagalin pa, Eliza. So, ano nga ba ang Jane Doe?
Jane Doe actually initially started as a passion project for me way back in 2020. So before, I was a pastry chef in the US. But then COVID happened. I had to go home or else mag-expire na yung visa ko. Or else magiging TNT ako ganon. Pero I didn't want that to happen. So luckily when I went back to the Philippines, wala pang quarantine nun. So madali lang for me to go home. And that's when I realized na I needed a source of income. So why not practice my profession pa rin? And the last thing I did at work was macarons. So sabi ko, it really left a lasting impression on me kasi I was 21 by that time. It's like super nag-start pa lang yung career ko. And macarons is really hard to make. So for a few attempts, talaga nag-fail yung macarons ko sa bahay. I had limited equipment, I had limited tools, and I started the business with $100. Yun yung natitira kong pera sa wallet na kinonvert ko. So that's where it all started. Yan.
I'm curious lang pala. So, paano ka napunta sa US and
So,
became a chef there?
So ako kasi, I graduated culinary arts here in College of St. Benilde.
Okay.
And then, yung job ko after, I took the J1 visa.
Oh,
Yan. So it's
J1 visa is?
It's a cultural exchange program. And the
Okay.
incentive is you get to immerse yourself in the culture. And then, you're also, they don't want to call it employed kasi hindi, bawal talaga yon. Pero you are trained or immersed in an industry and you get paid for it.
Oh,
Yan.
so parang ano to, no? Intern din somehow. So
Oo.
parang nag-intern ka sa food industry sa US.
Yes.
How long was that?
That was supposed to be 12 to 18 months. Pero it was cut short to 7 months
Okay,
because of
okay.
COVID.
Ayun. And then bumalik ka sa Pilipinas. And then because of your love for food nga and the need to survive.
I need to survive. Oo.
So you started a business.
Oo.
Yeah, but si Jane Doe, so you said macarons, no? Pero meron bang parang special with these macarons? Kasi we're in the startup, you're in the startup scene, and you're incubated by Benilde Hi-Fi. So ano ba yung parang nakita rin nila Sir Paul with Jane Doe, no? Ano ba yung parang something innovative or exciting or new?
Okay. So, when I introduced Jane Doe to Benilde Hi-Fi, na-create ko na yung Filipino flavored macarons. These are not your typical ube cheese or like makapuno. We're not that kind of food profile. I would say we're very experimental kasi ako kasi I'm neurodivergent. So talagang lumilipad yung utak ko when you talk about me with flavors. So that's how all our crazy flavors come up with. So nung inintroduce ko yung startup ko sa kanila, I said, so ano ginagawa ni Jane Doe? So I said, we make adobo macarons. We make kare-kare
my God.
macarons. And they're like, what? Adobo? Kare-kare? Sinigang? How? And then when I onboarded din, nagdala ako ng samples. And then they realized na what it works.
Oh my God.
Yan.
Startup na startup actually.
Yes.
Startups nga kanina napag-usapan namin ni Sir Paul, ang director ng Benilde Hi-Fi. Very experimental,
Yes.
And in that process of experimenting, you find out new stuff, innovative stuff. But at the same time, you're actually still solving a problem of the market. Maybe nga ang problem dito ng market is parang sawa ng mga Pilipino sa normal na dessert.
Oo.
They want something new. We
I
want
agree.
something new. So tama ba? Ano ba yung parang sa tingin mo rin in why kung paano gumana itong mga kare-kare macarons na to? Ano ba yung parang let's say pain point, kumbaga ano ba yung kulang sa mga tao ngayon paano gumana si Jane Doe?
So, yung flavors na 'to, it came about during the time na pandemic. So, lahat ng tao kulong sa bahay, they're
Hmm.
bored, they wanna try something new. Kasi before kapag gusto nating maka-try ng bago, 'di ba, parang nililibot natin, talagang dinadayo natin yung isang
Hmm.
lugar. But because of the pandemic and the lockdown, mas naging accessible siya sa tao through deliveries,
Hmm. Hmm.
online orders. So, since bored sila and nagse-search ka lang, nagdo-doom scroll ka lang habang inaantok ka, na may
Hmm.
cravings ka at midnight.
Mm.
So, dun siya nag-work. But then, we had to shift to a different business model and an idea nung new normal na. Kasi it's no longer
Hmm.
working. We shifted into events for a while, but di talaga siya nagbi-bring in ng money eh. And
Mm.
then, ayun, I went into the crowdfunding accelerator of Vinyled
Mm.
Hi-Fi. It was then na
Hmm.
nahanap namin yung business model na nag-work sa'min for us. So, parang
Mm.
yun yung pivotal moment for the business talaga. Kasi
Mm.
4 years na yung business eh. Ngayon lang kami
Oh.
talaga naging stable and profiting because of that.
Oh, okey. Actually naisip ko dito 'no, nung pandemic nga ano, nauso din yung parang kasi nakakulong tayo sa mga ating mga kwarto, parang nauso yung mga digital tourism, yung parang puwede mong
Yes.
puntahan yung lugar pero nasa bahay ka lang talaga. Ito gano'n din ito, eh, parang
Oo.
digital culinary tasting ito or digital food tripping
Mm.
ito, eh. Nasa bahay ka
Oo.
lang, you can try out different flavors and then it will be delivered to your house
Oo.
ano. Pero actually what I'm curious is, I mean you said kanina na medyo creative ka rin talaga 'no, pero parang ano yung gano'n kung paano mo naisipang kare-kare, maka it's very out of the box, eh. So, ano yun, paano mo naisip yun kumbaga?
Actually unintentional siya. Kasi my circle of friends, ewan ko ba, siguro neurodivergent people really bond together
Creative
or
people.
creative people with spicy brains find their way together bigla-bigla or siguro unknowingly kasi yung interests namin. So, pandemic nun and they were bored. Alam na nilang na gumakarons ako. Chinallenge nila ako na, "Gawa kayo ng ulam flavored." Eh, ako hindi ako na parang, hindi ko kasi tina-turn down yung idea unless hindi ko nata-try. So, sabi ko na-challenge ako, "Okey sige gawin ko." Eh, nag-hit. So, that's how
Hmm.
it happened.
So, paano mo
Ayun.
siya unang binenta?
Through an IG story. Parang,
Hmm.
"What if I made, a kare-kare flavor? Would you try it?" And then I'm like, "What? What kare-kare?" So, meron akong loyal clients, sabi nila, I really love all the flavors that you do. I want to try this." So, that's how I started it. So, parang very limited lang yung people na nakaka-try. So, parang controlled, hindi siya controlled,
Yeah.
pero sample pool,
Mm.
if you would, say. And then, I got their feedback. So,
Hmm.
gano'n ko siya na-improve in a way na naging stable na siya to put out in the market,
Hmm.
na hindi na siya napapanis or natutunaw.
Mm. So,
Ayan.
parang in startup terms ano, basically MVP mo and then you
MVP.
validated that
Yes.
MVP, that flavor. May bumili and then
Oo.
parang somehow okey naman siya sa taste and sa price din. So,
Mm.
ano yung pinakaunang flavor?
Pinakauna kong flavor actually is hindi siya ulam flavored.
Hmm.
Yung siya, candy series. Kasi it's easier to replicate candies, kapag sa dessert. So, the first was chocolate and pochi. Ayun, and
Oh!
yun,
Sarap
it
naman nun.
got the attention of Rappler.
Mga
Thank you. By the
I
way.
think nakita ko na pala ito
Oo.
dati. Okey. Ikaw pala yun. Wow, I'm so
Yes.
honored. Okey.
Oo.
Okey. So,
Mm.
nag-start sa candy flavored starter.
Yes.
Mga Filipino ano 'to 'no,
Filipino
parang
candies.
imagine 'no, mga
Like
tawag dito,
how-how.
how-how, grabe.
Oo.
Mga I mean yung mga nostalgic din 'to, eh, mga bilang
Mm.
Filipino kids ano.
Yes.
Kailan ka nag-try nung ulam flavored and bakit? I mean
Immediately after.
mm.
Parang with I used to do monthly collections dati.
Hmm.
Parang, flavor of the month, ganun. Sinisipag pa ako
Oh.
dun, eh. Kasi ako pa lang nun. So, parang doable siya na every month bago-bago just to keep people interested kasi bagong business ako, eh. So, that's how it went. Nung una, parang may 6 flavors at a time ako nire-release. Tapos parang
Ah.
nagkaroon siya ng theme na candy. Sa sumunod, Filipino ulam. Sumunod, Valentine's but still experimental. So, ganun siya. So, people are looking forward sa bagong flavors every month.
Oo. Actually kasi yung binebenta mo dito, aside from the food 'no, aside from the taste, yung parang thrill of of ano ba yung bago, 'di ba? Parang
Oo.
aabangan ng mga tao.
Yes.
Galing rin 'no? Parang yun din yung parang naging business proposition dito, eh, na
Mm.
it's not just the food, it's not just
Mm.
the taste, but also the excitement and the waiting for ano nga bang
Yes.
bago.
Oo.
Now sige, para lang mas mag-grasp ng mga nakikinig ano, kung ano ba talaga itong Jane Doe macarons
Mm.
na 'to 'no. So sige, ano ba ang macarons? gaano ba siya kalaki
Oo,
and
oo.
then, ano yung range ng mga flavors, paano ba siya
Mm.
kainin. Siguro parang ano lang,
Sige, sige, sige.
pa-picture lang,
Oo.
ASMR or parang para lang kasi audio 'to, eh. Well,
Mm.
tsaka wala tayong sample ng food, eh.
Oo,
Para lang ma-grasp natin talaga
okey,
ang Jane Doe
oo.
macarons.
So, for us as Filipinos, marami sa atin ang hindi pa nakaka-try ng macarons, correct?
Actually,
So, that's where Jane Doe comes in. So, I wanted to make it accessible to Filipinos. So, dito na papasok yung bago naming, gimmick kumbaga. So, when you say macarons, meron tayong misconception sa Philippines na ang macarons ay yung nabibili natin sa Goldilocks, which is made from coconut. But, macarons with a single O, it's a French dessert, pero it's actually originally Italian. I can go about this for many hours, but for another day na yun.
Culinary expert na ano naman tayo
Yes.
dito.
Oo. So, gawa siya sa almond flour, meringue, and sugar. Usually, meron siyang palaman sa loob. Traditionally, it's made with chocolate ganache. Pero when you go to other countries, minsan buttercream na siya. Ang lasa nito, wala kang mako-compare na lasa nito sa mga Filipino delicacies. So, very light siya. Crispy siya sa labas, kakagat ka crispy. Tapos biglang malambot
Sarap.
na chewy.
Oh
Tapos
my God.
matutunaw siya sa bibig mo. Yun yung flavor niya. So, that's how it's like.
Yeah, oo.
As for the sizes, usually mga bilog yan na anywhere from 1.25 inches to 2 inches. Pero for us, ginawa namin siyang bite size na mas papak, may papak
Mas
factor
maliit
siya.
ba?
Oo, para siyang piso size. Yun yung
Oh.
ino-offer namin and it's hindi mo kasi siya mabibili anywhere. Kasi mahirap siyang gawin. Very technical siya, especially for pastry chefs. Kahit pumunta ka ng hotel, minsan isa lang yung gumagawa niyan. Yan, even for highly seasoned chefs, it's difficult. For me, it took me 4 years specializing here lang sa macaron. So, it takes dedication. And then, yun. So, when you buy macarons from Jane Doe, ngayon, you can buy it in bite-sized pieces na hindi ka magi-guilty na nag-spend ka ng ganitong amount.
How much
Kasi,
nga ba yung ano?
so it's around 429 to 489. When you buy at that price range sa hotels, mabibili mo dyan, laki ka na kung makakuha ka ng 5 pieces eh. Usually kasi nasa 75 to 120 piece per piece.
Okay,
Na malaking piece. Tapos yun, parang nanamnamin mo pa na ayaw mo pang ubusin kaagad. So that's where we got the idea na gawing pinapapak. Mahilig tayong Pilipino sa mga nagpapapak ng pagkain, di ba? Mga cornic, mani. So dun siya. Ayan. So for the price that you're getting, you can get 30 to 35 pieces.
Oh, wow.
Versus 5.
Oh,
Diba?
okay. Pwede.
Oo.
Tsaka sa mga Pilipino mas nagshi-sharing eh. So,
Oo, they like
parang
to
barkada
share.
eating macarons to eh.
Oo. Yan.
Right now, ano na yung parang mga flavors na na-try nyo? And ano yung parang, maybe meron kayong mga inuulit-ulit sa market, So, ano ba yung mga pumapatok din? And ano ba yung lahat ng mga na-try nyo, kumbaga?
Marami na kaming na-try na flavors. Pero yung mga, sa ulam line namin, ang natatry pa lang namin is the kare-kare.
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 Peanut, no?
Oo. Nung nilaunch namin siya initially sa TikTok shop, yun yung nag-spark. Kaya nag-viral kami because of that. People were like, what? What kare-kare? Ganun. Pero yung best seller namin so far is the dark chocolate talaga.
Oh,
Kasi,
I love dark chocolate.
everyone loves dark chocolate. And then meron kaming pochi-inspired na flavor,
Gusto ko
which is
nun.
strawberry fluff, but we can't name it as such because of copyright.
Okay.
Ayan, brand kasi yung pochi. Yan, so yun yung top namin. But meron kaming isang Filipino flavor na, siya tahimik lang yung mga fans nun. Pero pag na-out of stock yun, nagwawala sila. Yun yung calamansi fluff. So, siya, may asim factor naman siya na talagang, alam mo yung pag nag-isip ka ng mangga, naglalaway ka. Ganon yung calamansi fluff. So far, we have released more than 10 flavors since our launch last year ng June. So, that's dark chocolate. For our regular flavors, dark chocolate, matcha, strawberry fluff, calamansi fluff, and then meron kaming assorted nun. And then yung seasonal na parang, meron kaming spicy, champorado. Meron kaming
With toyo?
Pwede. Ni-recommend actually namin yun one time. Meron din kaming ube cheese. And then meron na kaming mga classic ones, yung Valentine's, which is berry ruby, lavender Earl Grey, and then isang orange dark chocolate. Marami actually. Nag-iiba-iba siya per month.
Ano pa man nakikita ng flavors na pwedeng i-try nyo? Meron ka ba mga exotic ideas na? Or baka wag mo na lang sabihin, baka i-launch nyo pa eh soon.
Actually, we can share it now. Kasi,
Sige, yan.
nasa R&D na ako ulit. Kasi
R&D.
yung kare-kare na una namin nilaunch, hindi pa ako satisfied dun. Kasi, nung una namin siyang nilaunch, nadudurog talaga siya. So, siya mataas yung oil content ng peanut compared sa other flavors. So, 'pag ganito na room temp lang, since 'di ba nga hindi
Hmm.
siya refrigerated 'pag dine-deliver, so yun yung difference for us, yun yung challenge for us kasi dati 'pag naka-ano lang, same day delivery, insulated siya, eh.
Mm.
So, it's cold all throughout pagdating sa customer. But now, it takes 3 to 5 days kapag malala yung lugar, minsan 7 days, tas room temp lang.
Yeah, actually
So,
gano'n ng
yun.
macarons, eh. Ang macarons very short ang ano, eh, dapat kainin mo
Oo,
na kaagad, eh, 'di ba? Even yung
yes.
masikat na macarons talaga
Mm.
dapat kainin mo na. Pero by the way, kunyari yung kare-kare macarons, kasi ang kare-kare ano yun, eh, may peanut, may
Oo, oo,
bagoong, may
oo.
karne. So, I assume wala namang karne ata
Wala,
yung
wala.
macarons niya, pero yung peanut flavor kumbaga 'no, yun yung parang that's why you call it
Yes.
kare-kare daily.
Oo.
Eh okey. And then you mentioned kanina ano, na yung may triny kayong business model and then now ngayon niyo parang nahanap or nakuha yung perfect business model na talaga magwo-work ano. So nag-start kayo online selling ano, and
Yes.
then so hanggang ngayon online selling pa rin.
Yes,
Meron ba
purely
kayong
online.
physical shop or ano?
Right now, wala kaming plans for a physical shop, and I think other startup, founders will also benefit from this tip na really bank on online sales
Yeah,
because wala kang upfront costs like,
yeah, true.
um hindi mo kailangang maghabol ng daily na fixed costs. So,
Yeah.
for us, ang operations namin komisaryo lang and
Hmm,
isipin mo kapag meron kang storefront kasi brick and mortar, meron kang hinahabol na daily sales para ma-break,
renta
oo,
tsaka yung
renta,
kailangan mo ng sales
utilities.
para ma-break even
Oo.
or matapatan yung renta, yung kaya
Tsaka yung magbabantay yung meron kang
magbabantay,
cashier,
oo.
meron kang servers, may
Mm,
maglilinis,
mm.
mas mataas yung costs, eh. Kaya for us, nag-commissary kami na business model, yun. Mas lower kami in terms of
Ah,
operations cost and labor cost. So, since online kami, lahat ng gagawin namin today, lalabas na yan tomorrow.
okey.
Ayan.
Clarify lang natin ano, well, first of all, I mean, in startup terms kasi you're parang being lean, eh.
Yes.
And ang una nga sa being lean kaya nga very profitable ang mga tech startups now kasi digital, eh. Wala kang less yung parang ano
Mm.
mo, eh, yung parang physical hardware, less yung parang expenses mo for that, for those capex kumbaga.
Mm.
And the second tip that you said is parang when you have a commissary, para siyang ano, eh, third party, 'di ba? Parang
Oo.
paano mo ina-outsource yung kitchen mo. Parang
Mm.
ito yung model ng mga cloud kitchen, eh, 'di ba?
Yes.
So, yeah, can you just tell us ano, paano nga ba nag-work ang commissary? So, parang you give your recipe to them and you
Mm.
you outsource yung parang cooking and yung
Mm.
parang making of the food for
Oo.
them, then dadalhin sa inyo, then tsaka niyo i-de-deliver out.
Mm.
So
Ganyan siya for others 'pag cloud kitchen, pero for us kasi in-house kami ng commissary. Yung
hmm,
commissary sa'min talaga.
okey, okey.
Pero we have had, partnerships wherein yung R&D is R&D of the product and yung production ng product is galing sa'min.
Mm,
So, sometimes we become consultants and producers of the product that they want to do. We
mm,
have one partnership with Pickup Coffee for their
mm.
VIP event. So, they wanted na yung flavors nila for December, gawin namin siyang macarons. So, yung
Oh,
R&D and yung production, in-house sa amin siya. So, for them, hindi sila nag-invest sa facilities, hindi sila yung
hmm,
nag-ano sa ingredients, sa'min na lahat yun.
hmm.
Makukuha na nila yung product,
Oh, wait, sige
ayan.
i-clarify lang natin ano. So, ano yung parang business model niyo now? Basically, how does Jane Doe business works?
Basically, all of our sales come online through
Okey,
e-commerce channels like
okey, okey.
Shopee, TikTok
Mm,
Shop. Right now, di pa kami nagla-Lazada.
mm,
Pero right
mm,
now, medyo inactive yung Shopee namin because
mm.
of actually, naso-sold out kasi kami within 2 to 5 hours
Wow.
every day.
Wow.
That's why.
Mga ilang
Kaya,
orders yun?
here's the funny thing. Quick story lang. Nung December kasi, peak yan for food business owners. Actually, any business, I think, peak yan ng December. So, I was expecting,
Christmas.
come January, mag-slow down kami. Hindi ako ready
Hmm,
for that.
hmm.
Parang first week pa lang na nag-a-announce ako na babalik na kami. Nag-viral na naman kami. And then, first restock, sold out within 2 hours. Tapos, dire-diretso siya until today. Thank you naman, Lord.
Good
Ganun siya.
problems.
It's a good problem. Kaya, yung usual na daily sales, daily SKU namin dati, for a 40 square meter na space, ano lang yan, 40 lang yung lumalabas on a slow day. Pero ngayon, parang naging 30 per week. Ang average daily namin is naging 35, jump to 50, jump to 75, 80, 85, 95. And right now, we're at 100 na
Hmm,
lumalabas every day, SKUs.
hmm. Oh, amazing actually. So, tsaka very startup approach nga 'no, na basically
Oo.
online sales. nagiging viral kayo, sikat kumbaga viral marketing, eh,
Yes.
parang ano nito, eh. And then yung expenses naman, so you have a small space ano, you have staff.
Yes.
You have your own staff. You
Yes.
have Jane Doe's own staff. Can I ask ba like ilan sila or sa
Right
ngayon?
now, we're a team of 6. Used to be
Oh.
me lang. When I started in June, itong Popcarons namin, 2 lang kami. And then, nag-ask kami ng help from friends. And then from those friends, unti-unti nakapag-hire kami ng full-time employees.
Oh,
So, before, 2 full-time, 4 na part-time. Ngayon, 1 part-time and 5 na full-time, including me.
Oh, so mga taga ano 'to? I mean, mga taga-luto
Laguna
basically?
lang din, oo.
I mean,
They're bakers, pero at all of
bakers
them
pala,
all
sorry.
of them can bake.
Oo.
All of them can do all tasks. Pero I'm very proud na they can do any task in the commissary. Kahit pag shuffle-shufflein ko sila,
Oh.
they can work. So, when someone goes on a day off, kayang i-cover. So, that's what I really love about our system when it comes to operations.
Medyo flat 'no, medyo I mean kumbaga lahat ay versatile kumbaga.
Yes.
Ano. Oh, interesting actually ano, very startup nga ang approach dito. So, food startup nga rin talaga ang
Oo.
approach dito 'no. And now I understand why Benilde Hi-Fi has really taken you in. Kasi actually when you come to think of it, ang laki ng possibilities nito, eh. You can capture the entire Philippines market. Right now ba nagshi-ship na rin kayo, outside Metro Manila or
Yes.
outside Luzon?
Yes.
Di ba baka masira yung macarons kasi
Merong ganong factor. Kaya talagang nagse-spend kami ng time sa stability and shelf life ng macarons. Kasi may iba umaabot ng 7 days. So, talagang nagko-communicate kami with those customers na kumusta naman yung product. And they willingly give feedback. Talagang invested yung mga followers namin and customers when it comes to giving feedback. So, doon namin nakukuha lahat kung paano namin i-improve.
Yeah.
Pero kasi minsan may mga things beyond our control, like our third-party couriers. I mean, kung pwede
Yes,
lang na kayo mag-deliver, gagawin namin. But no. So, yan.
Kasi minsan kung matagal na ng isang araw, malaking effect na yun sa ano, sa quality ng macarons.
Or sometimes, ganyan lang kaliit na bucket ng fragile food, madaga na ng TV.
Oo.
Nangyayari siya.
Nasa handling din, eh. So, kaya actually mga ibang food companies, ano, minsan may specific talaga sila na courier. Kasi may specific handling.
Yes.
Ayun.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter. Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
So, ayan, punta naman natin yung stories, ano. So, actually, sabi mo kanina, siguro bigyan natin ng more details. Kasi sabi mo kanina, galing kang US, you have got the skills. And then you also actually studied dito sa CSB. Pero, even back then ba, parang you already had the thought na you're gonna be an entrepreneur or dun lang din sa time na yun? So, parang paano ka naman na-push into really being an entrepreneur aside from the survival needs?
Oo. I was raised in an environment where encouraged kasi siya ng parents ko na yung mommy ko kasi raketera. Ayan. So, my dad is a vet. Gusto talaga nilang mag-doktor, pero ayoko eh. Ayan. So, I'm the first chef in the family. And then, sumunod na dami na rin nag-chef because of me. Good job. Anyway, at a very young age, nag-start ako sa paglo-load. Kasi gusto ko ng extra baon eh.
Auto-load?
Oo. Auto-load. Naglo-load ako ng classmates ko.
Nag-auto-load din ako dati.
Naglo-load ako ng mga
college,
teacher ko. Sumunod, nagbebenta ako ng mga chips dyan. Sumunod. Parang parang at any given moment, kung kaya kong palakahin yung baon ko. Kasi gusto kong bumili ng mga libro-libro dati
So, meron
to
ka na rin palang
read.
mindset.
Oo. Hindi naman ako pinagbabawalan ng parents ko. Kasi parang hindi naman ako gumagawa ng something illegal or what. Kaya, they're very supportive. Kasi siguro dun ko na rin talaga na-practice at a very early age what it's like to be an entrepreneur. Nag-start siya ng gusto ko lang naman ng pandagdag baon eh.
Ano yun eh, the
Yun.
abundance mindset.
Yes.
So, ayun nung bata ka pa lang pala, at least meron ka ng ideas na you can actually push beyond the limits of parang employment na, no? Parang
Oo.
creatively you can earn more money.
But
And
at that time, wala sa isip ko na mag-business owner. Wala. Parang, siguro wala pa yung idea sa akin at that time.
Siguro nagkataon nga lang din na nung pag-uwi mo sa Pilipinas and then may pandemic, may pangangailangan at mahirap magkaroon ng normal na trabaho.
Yes.
So, actually, naging opportunity siya na buti pala nag-try ka ng entrepreneurship dati.
Sa family din kasi namin, walang entrepreneur. Everyone is employed. Or either a professional in their own industries. Like, pag doctor ka kasi, you can set up your own clinic.
Yes.
Ganon.
And then, ayun, so that was pandemic. Kailan ka napasok sa Benilde Hi-Fi? Kailan ka?
I think that's around last year lang.
Last year, 2023. Kasi
February.
naghiatus din ang Benilde Hi-Fi because of the pandemic din. So, paano mo nakita si Benilde Hi-Fi? And, kamusta? Bakit ka nag-join? And then, kamusta so far?
So, first encounter ko with Benilde Hi-Fi, kasi when I was still a student, wala pa to. It was still being built.
2020.
I'm ID 115, so I graduated in 2019.
I think ginagawa pa lang to.
Oo, ginagawa pa lang siya. Or siguro patapos na.
Patapos
I'm not
na,
sure.
patapos na.
Pero hindi na ako napadpad dito. And then kaya ako napadpad dito, parang I was awarded by the Center for Intellectual Property Management na Benilde as for Women's Month. Like Benilde Women Trailblazer in Creative. So,
because of
kaya ako napad dito.
Because of Jane Doe na rin.
Oo, Jane Doe na to.
Okay.
Ayan. So, after a year, one of my friends in college, Ali Gutierrez, founder of Ripaman, one of the co-founders of Ripamana.
Mamaya.
Yes, stay tuned. Introduced me to Hi-Fi kasi she knew that I was having trouble with my finances. Parang sobrang lito ko where to bring my business next. Kasi events wasn't working for us. Ang hirap eh. And then, ayun, sabi niya, try mo lang. And then, I set up a meeting with Sir Alex. And that's how I got here. Ayun. So, it's through word of mouth, actually. Pero, aware na ako about Hi-Fi services because of the event with CIPM. Ayan.
So, ayun, no, actually, si Benilde Hi-Fi ay isang startup incubator. Now, it's DOST funded. So, basically, ang goal niya ng Benilde Hi-Fi, we have an interview then with Benilde Hi-Fi TBI, is to nurture a startup even from idea or even actually yung sa'yo parang validated na yung yung product but to make it work really as a business and actually to make it money making, to make it revenue generating and to make it profitable so and basically to really systematize din ito as a business How about yung parang mga kasi marami rin nagtatanong dito for example food startup nag-register ka na ba kagad sa yung mga need i-register, for example, sa DTI, BIR, or like when you were starting out muna, you were trying out the R&D, the food, hindi ba muna? Kasi that's the problem with the startup Minsan, kasi may cost of registering so kung di naman pala gagana yung product mo, di ba, mag-register ka na ba kagad? So, sa'yo, how did it go?
Ako, hindi pa ako aware that time. I registered my business sa DTI agad without knowing of the consequences. So, I would advise startups here na if you are not ready for like you mentioned, the registration cost and the filing costs after, don't register it first. Kasi when you register your business with DTI, within 30 days, you need to register with the BIR. So, that's what happened with me.
Kung hindi may penalty.
Yes. So, for me, buti hindi ko siya ni-register kagad. Pero hindi ako gayahin. But because of Benilde Hi-Fi, so with their crowdfunding accelerator, so I think Sir Paul also mentioned raising 100,000 earlier. So that's the path that we took with Benilde Hi-Fi. During the time na we were raising 100,000, ay sabi ko, kasi na-raise namin siya within 2 days nung nag-viral kami. Sabi ko, sige, let's register this na. Nag-register kami with SEC this time. Kasi as a one-person company.
OPC.
Ayan. For us naman, niregister namin siya kasi nakita ko na yung potential na profitable siya and kaya na to for long term, unlike before. Ngayon,
Mm.
doon lang ako nag-decide na mag-register.
Mm.
So, we're registered right now in SEC and BIR. Soon, we're hoping to, we're not, planning na rin talaga. We're getting ready for it. Yung license to operate with FDA. Kasi, as a food startup
galing.
selling in e-commerce, we are required by the law sa Internet Transactions
Yes,
Act to have an FDA license. Ayun.
Ayun, actually, sobrang wonder niya sa napakaraming tao na hindi pa startup founders na, ayun, we need this compliance eh. Pero
Yes.
actually, okay din muna, no, na you try out the product muna. Kasi
Oo.
you are bringing in a new product eh. So, try mo muna kung mabenta ba yan sa mga tao. And then, kung bumenta, then with the help of an incubator nga maybe, tsaka mo lakarin yung mga compliance needs na yan, like with sa SEC pala kayo, no? By the way, ang difference kasi with registering as a corporation, as a OPC, one-person corporation, is meron kang protection. Kumbaga, hiwalay na entity yung business. If you register kasi as a sole proprietorship actually sa, for example, sa DTI, as person yun eh.
Yes.
It's not a separate entity. The business is basically you. So, medyo may mix dyan sa assets and sa
Yes.
But if it's an OPC, medyo may separate
Yes,
entity.
that's what I like about it actually. And the business also exists forever. Even if I die, the business will be there.
Kumbaga nagpanganak ka na ng bagong entity talaga.
With DTI kasi you will need to renew every 5 years.
Yeah. So, basically, si Binid Hi-Fi TDI ay nakatulong din sa, yun nga, developing really the business model and yung mga needs for compliance and maybe in the future yung plans niya for growth, right?
Actually, another thing that they really helped me with is protecting my intellectual property. So ngayon, Jane Doe as a brand is now registered as a trademark with the IPO and also yung product name namin, Popcarons. May kasi yan eh, may guidelines yan if a term is eligible as a trademark. So pumasa tayo doon and now we're registered na. So meron na kaming 2 marks under our brand.
Why pala Popcarons?
Popcarons is from, kasi shaped siya, parang kinakain mo siya na parang popcorn.
Kasi bite
Tas
size.
carons, macarons, tas papak. Ganon. So, yan. Yun yung idea.
You mentioned din kanina no, na you're a group or team of 6 now, no? Pero mag-isa ka lang na founder.
Yes,
You're
solo
OPC nga. So basically, they are the staff or the team, right? And speaking of growth, so how do you see yung parang magiging growth nito? And now ang focus, kumbaga, ang direction nyo in marketing is purely online. Ano ba yung, or meron ba ibang strategies dyan on how to grow pa si Jane Doe? Aside from being in the podcast.
So, actually ngayon, we are planning to do this year mga pop-up. Community pop-ups naman. Not entirely sales-focused. Pero to meet these people who loves to try our macarons. Kasi
harap-harapan na.
Oo, harap-harapan. Honestly, the quality of the popcorns is different when you get it via delivery ng JNT versus straight from our commissary. It's like getting it fresh from a cafe. So the quality is different and we want them to experience that. Syempre, iba rin naman yung makilala namin sila and really foster that connection. Ayan. So, yun, in terms of marketing, we are hoping to do more on the ground events.
At saka actually, ang galing, no? Kasi dati, nag-market lang kayo online.
Oo.
Pero naparating nyo sa mga tao, even if it's just online, IG, TikTok, naparating nyo yung wonder kumbaga ng food na yun. And now, kung physical na, mas malamang baka may free taste dyan, ano? So, mas makikita na nila, mas matitikman na nila, mas madadala sa kanila yung sarap nitong popcorns ng Jane Doe.
That was our strategy before we found this business model. We did a lot of pop-ups. Pero ang tagal ng ROI and very costly, nakakapagod. Yes. So, parang for the longest time, talagang in-avoid ko siya kasi naiisip ko na yung kikitain ko in 8 hours or 12 hours sa pop-up, I can earn it in 3 to 5 hours online. Parang tulog pa ako noon. Ay, nakakain ako ng maayos and hindi ako nag-travel from Laguna to QC.
From Laguna?
Yes, from Laguna.
Pero maganda rin na mix nga na. Siguro it's a mix kasi meron pa rin hidden benefits ang physical marketing eh. Meron yung parang mas siguro hindi man diretso with sales pero mas tatatak sa kanila si Jane Doe if it's physical. So parang dati basically kung online marketing you take a picture of the food and then you post it. Pero ang bongga kasi dito is yung new flavor, right? Yung parang So now full-time ka with Jane Doe, right?
Yes, full-time na ako since October of 2023. Full-time na ako.
Wow. So
I quit my full-time job in a pastry kitchen.
Kaso dati nag-work ka pa.
Oo. Parang Actually, nag-job hopping pa ako in between. Talagang
Oh,
finding myself
even if
era.
running na si Jane Doe.
Naging side hustle lang si Jane Doe before. And then I was like,
Ah,
gusto ko mag-freelancer. So, nag-sales ako for a while.
oh.
And then, doon ko na-pick up yung skills ko when it comes to sales and marketing. Ayan. So, I worked under another startup
Oh.
before. It's a Japanese startup, Camila's 4am. We
Oh,
really
yeah, I
work
know that.
with
Yeah.
marketing. So I was one of their associates before.
Oh.
Then I quit. Tapos yan, bumalik ako sa kitchen. Sabi ko, paano ba yung environment ng kusina sa Pilipinas? I'm like, not for me. So I went full time with my business na.
Actually, ang galing. That's how you become a full-time entrepreneur. Thank you for sharing your story. So actually, pero I mean, that's a smart rin naman parang first you really had to go part-time muna kasi you were still R&D. Kung mga R&D
Yes.
stage ka pa, you're still trying out the product. Pero once you perfected that product and once you find
Oo.
that business model, mas pwede mo na i-risk. Of course, it's a risk pa rin,
Yes,
diba?
it is.
That you went full-time.
Definitely.
Pero medyo gamay mo na eh. At alam mo na when you calculate, kumbaga calculated risk. When you calculate it can actually sustain you full-time, So, ayun. Thank you for sharing. And actually, this March is Women's Month, so we're very privileged to have another female founder dito sa Startup Podcast PH.
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
Now, wrapping up this conversation, Eliza. So, ano nga ba yung parang vision or parang, maybe growth plans ni Jane Doe? Gusto niya bang magkaroon ng physical stores or maybe if online lang, gusto niya bang maging mainstream talaga na Luzon to Mindanao, kayo ang hinahanap-hanap na dessert? So, ano ba yung parang nakikita niyo in the future?
So in terms of marketing, yes, you've mentioned one of our goals na talagang when you think about desserts or when you think about macarons, kahit saan ka man sa Philippines, you will think of us na I can buy this. This is luxury that I can afford. This is luxury that I can taste. That's within my budget. Or kaya ko siya pag-ipunan kahit estudyante ako. So, in terms of growth naman, right now, kasi hindi na kami kasya sa commissary namin, malapit na kami magkapalit-palit ng mga mukha doon. But we're hoping to at least, actually kasi, like other founders, nakatira ako where I work. So, I have a small bedroom in my commissary. But I'm hoping na this year, maka-move out ako doon and turn it into storage. But, ang goal talaga namin by this year, makahanap na kami ng space na malilipatan. That's also FDA compliant na rin para talagang mas-scale naman yung operations and yung kaya naming i-produce. Kasi right now, we're very limited by our storage capacity. Ayun.
So magiging parang siya, bakery and store and shop?
Not really. Ano pa din? Commissary pa
Commissary
din.
pa din.
So parang same operations as Konu. Ayan.
Ayun. Ano pala, actually, I'm very curious lang sa'yo rin as a person. Parang, kasi medyo, medyo accidental yung parang magiging startup founder mo. Pero right now that you're a startup founder and a full-time entrepreneur, that's actually, it's actually a very good thing, What keeps you motivated really to continue pa ito? I mean, hindi naman madali, di ba?
Hindi
Maging
talaga.
entrepreneur. Pero ano yung drive mo talaga?
Actually, initially, ako lang, yung financial freedom for myself. So, sabi nga nila, it's difficult to earn that first 6 figures. Your first 100,000 is the most difficult to do. But once na nakuha mo na siya, it's easier to earn. It's easy na kasi na-build mo na yung habit to earn your next million and stuff. So, for me, initially, gusto ko yun for myself. But now, for my employees, I know what it's like to work in a kitchen in the Philippines. So, for them, they only work 4 days a week. So, that's one of my promises to them na I will do my best na you will only work these hours overtime if needed, but I will make sure na you're compensated properly. So, I want that work-life balance for myself. And now, gusto ko siyang i-translate to my employees. And hopefully, by sharing our story on social media, other people can aspire to have that lifestyle as well. Na smart with their finances, may work-life balance, kahit paano. Yan. Sabi ba?
Actually, ang galing nun. Nagme-make sense lahat eh. Kasi bata ka pa nga lang na, kumbaga, nabuksan na sa'yo yung parang financial freedom yung mindset eh. And then now, as an entrepreneur, Actually, ito yung for me kasi some startups they aim to be a unicorn, ganyan. Pero for me, if you have a team of let's say 10 or 15 and you can compensate them, nasisweldo mo sila ng tama at maayos, that's already a big success in the Philippines, ano. So, actually kudos sa mga founders like you, no, na merong nasisweldohan regularly ng mga tao kasi you actually provide jobs sa Pilipinas and hindi na kailangan nilang umalis, hindi na kailangan maging chef, maging baker sa ibang bansa, dito na lang ano and ano pa yung produkto na gagawa ay tatak Pilipino.
Yes. And also, very much open ako to them na mag-start ng side hustles for them. And if they have questions din sa amin, we're a very much collaborative environment na, sige, kung may side hustle ka, okay lang. I will also help you with that. Kaya that's why they work 4 days. Para they have time for themselves.
Oh, wow.
Or, they have time for other hobbies or kung ano man gusto nila gawin sa buhay.
Baka mag-try sila ng panibagong food,
Yeah,
diba?
or
And
maybe
they will also have their own business.
Exactly.
They will have their own Jane Doe.
Oo. Sobra. Kung mangyayari yun sa future, I will be very, very
Wow,
happy.
ito yung mga entrepreneurs na saludo kasi hindi kayo nang-aalipin ng mga empleyado.
Ayoko nun. I know what it feels like.
Yeah, okay. You let them be free and be creative as well. Ano? Ayun, grabe. Maraming salamat, Eliza, for this conversation and thank you sa mga nakikinig dito live. So, medyo marami tayong nakikinig live and may mga nagko-comment. If our listeners want to find out more about Jane Doe, so how can they connect with you? Maybe you can lead them to the website or social media channels or maybe may gusto umorder ng popcorns or ng Jane Doe macarons. So, how can they do so?
So you can find Jane Doe. See what I did there? So you can find Jane Doe we're more active right now on TikTok. Under the same handle at Find Jane Doe. You can also reach us in Instagram and Facebook. We are Jane Doe Desserts. So if you want to order na agad-agad, go to our TikTok. We restock every 3:59 p.m. 3:59 p.m. talaga kami nagre-restock.
Kasi magsa-stock sa shop, sa TikTok shop.
TikTok shop.
So magkakaroon ng mga available for sale doon.
So right now we're sold out. Kanina pa 10 a.m. sold out na kami. So may mga nag-aabang na ng 3:59 p.m. But if you're a company or who wants to do partnerships or R&D consultancy, you can just send a message to any of those platforms and my customer service interns will direct you to me and then they'll give you my number. Ayan.
Hindi niyo ba inisip na parang to really increase capacity? I mean, of course, plan nyo ngayon. Kasi right now, you have a good problem. Nag-out of stock kayo. So, maybe plan nyo nga, parang priority nyo rin now to increase the capacity.
Definitely.
Para hindi na kayo mag-out of stock. Pero that's a good problem na nag-out of stock kayo.
Actually, yun yung problem namin kasi our unit can only handle so much electrical power. So, as much as I want to add equipment, hindi na kaya nung panel namin. So, kaya dun pumapasok yung we need a new space that can handle all of these powerful machines.
Oh, okay.
Ayan. Kasi may one big oven kami, may fridge, and eventually, yung fridge na talaga yung maraming ref at aircon, yun na yung kakain ng electricity namin.
Okay, so operational na din pala ang problem.
Pero good problems naman.
So basically, Jane Doe din, ang model nga is the product itself, the popcorns and the macarons basically. And then if you want to partner, other companies can partner up with you for your commissary services. Pero you need to increase your capacity. And maybe if you move to a new space na, that will work na rin.
So right now, we can do consultancy. Ayan. But for the production, maybe for events lang muna.
Okay.
Ayan, like,
Ayun. So, thank you so much, Eliza, for this conversation. And salamat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 53 patrons. This episode is super powered by Asklex PH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. Schooltech, all-in-one AI-integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They are offering a referral program for anyone who can bring in new clients. Let us know if you know any Western-based business that might have a need. Britanna, cloud-based enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits the small and medium business budget. Wonderbrand, data science-driven brand strategy and design company for emerging markets. Fail Coach Miha Matlievsky, business training, coaching, and consulting for startups and SMEs who are scaling or finding product market fit. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car sharing marketplace. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. DiviCode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Mata Technologies, Philippines' premier provider of virtual tours and maps for LGU's real estate, tourism, and private businesses. Smile, consent-driven digital employment verification service to make smarter decisions faster. Mamiki Super Pet App, Philippines' first ever one-stop mobile app for pet products and services. Ignite Careers, career matching platform for Filipino talents and hiring companies in the outsourcing industry. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohe Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, CodeSham, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Agile Data Solutions, Hustle PH, Pahatid PH, Founders Launchpad, Pareto Consulting, Contact RFID Business Cards, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.